Hello, hello. Hello, hello. What's going on, y'all? We are doing Sagittarius and Capricorn collective readings tonight. Where are all the Sagittariuses at? Hello, Janie. Hope y'all are doing a-okay out there. Oh yes, Sagittarius and Capricorn. We will be starting the Sagittarius collective reading here in less than 8 minutes. If y'all are new here, I so appreciate you. Our returning follower, thank you for all the love and support. Less than 7 minutes till the Sagittarius reading. What is going on with y'all? Less than 7 minutes till the Sagittarius reading. What is going on with y'all? Anything crazy going on today? I do keep hearing in the astrology videos I've been watching that today specifically is lucky for some reason. I know today is August 1st. Meaning it's a week before my birthday. So that's pretty neat. Besides that, I'm not too sure what the significance astrology-wise is for August 1st. I did get some news about possibly doing some readings for a local shop. So that's pretty cool as well. Hello, hello. Sagittarius Collective. We got less than 6 minutes till I'm doing the Saggy reading. Thank y'all for all the patience to the Capricorns. Yes, for all the Capricorns, thank you for being patient with me. Finally made it on time. There you go. That is what is up. Thank y'all for showing up for the Sagittarius collective reading. Hope y'all are doing a-okay. All the fellow fire signs out there. As I did mention just a little bit ago, my birthday will be in exactly a week from today, making me a Leo. Unfortunately, right? Nah. Unstable connection. Don't tell me that, TikTok. I am definitely going to have to roll down these windows. It is getting steamy up in here. Can y'all still hear me pretty well? Even if it literally just landed on my arm. I don't know why I'm shuffling the deck upside down, but no matter the case. Oh yes, less than 4 minutes till the Saggy reading. Sagittarius Collective reading. Where are all of my Sagittarius followers? All my Sagittarius family and friends? I do know that my moderator, Jules, will be out for a few more days. So I may have to make some comments myself. What would that be considered? Self-moderating? Saggy Collective reading. Collective reading. Wayfair, you got just what I need. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. Yeah, I probably should pin that comment. Rick, pin that comment. Couldn't pin the comment. Pin the comment already. Yes. Yes. I want to pin the comment. Less than 120 seconds till the Sagittarius Collective reading. Hope y'all are doing a-okay tonight on this beautiful Friday. So beautiful. I've been waiting for weather like this for a while now. Feels like spring almost, or fall maybe. Oh yes, 1 minute left till we start the Sagittarius reading. Thank y'all for being patient with me. One more time, if y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. And also, if you are a returning follower, thank y'all for all the love and support. What do we have for the Sagittarius Collective? What does the Sagittarius Collective need to know moving forward? Too many cards. Wow, wow, wow. So good, so good. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel like I have way too much fun on these live streams. What does the Sagittarius Collective need to know moving forward? For the week ahead, for the next week ahead. A 1, a 2, a 3. Sagittarius Collective. We are about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal for y'all to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Oh yes, that is right. Send me scissors through the comments, and I will cut this deck with them. It doesn't have to be scissors though. It could be swords, axes, tridents, anything of the emoji variety that can cut this deck. Here it is, and there it was. TWAS twas. Go ahead and send me scissors, or maybe some sharp cheese, some thumbtacks, clothespins, and we are going to cut this deck. Alrighty, y'all. We have cut the deck. Lettuce, the main ingredient for salad. Let us begin the Sagittarius reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. here is the similarities or common ground between you both, and here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, Sagittarius Collective, do keep in mind we will be pulling one card at the end of the reading from the Oracle deck, specifically the Gothic Oracle deck, to get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in this specific order. Alright, without further introductions, Sagittarius, you are starting this live stream, this reading, out with the Five of Cups. I do believe that if this is your energy at this time, because it doesn't have to be, this is a collective Sagittarius reading, so do take what resonates, leave out the rest. But yes, if this is your energy, it could say a lot about how you're focusing on the negative aspects of this relationship, maybe even in general in life. It doesn't have to be. I do know in my own experience with Sagittarius family members, friends, co-workers, neighbors maybe. I can't think of any Sagittarius neighbors at this point, but whatever the jazz. In my own experience with Sagittariuses, they are very prone, for whatever reason, to depression, for focusing more so on the negative aspects. Even though y'all tend to be like so intelligent and so like philosophical. Yes, Rick, English. Y'all have a lot of wisdom. Y'all have a lot of experience. Y'all love to travel. So then why is it that most of you are prone to depression? I'm just curious. But with the Five of Cups, this does tell me that yes, there has been a lot of love, time, energy spent in this relationship. Let's just say what it is. Most people come to a reading, especially a Zodiac Collective reading, for the goods, the deets, the detail, spill the tea, right? If this is a romantic, potential romantic anyways, partner or an ex, you may or may not be focusing on all the love that has been spilt, all the cups of love that have been spilt over, instead of looking over your shoulder at all the love that's still there. That is definitely the best interpretation and or the go-to interpretation for the Five of Cups, in my own opinion. Crying over spilled milk. If I was to risk being viewed as insensitive, crying over spilled milk. With the Five of Cups also, it tells me that y'all aren't just laughing it off as usual. Maybe some of the Sagittariuses are hiding away, not wanting to show their depression, not wanting to show their disappointment or their shame at this point. Like, you know what, I can only laugh it off for so long before I need to, like, hide in a corner and just be depressed for a little bit. With the Eight of Swords in the challenge, this tells me that once upon a time you may have been thinking a lot about this relationship, about this person. Eight of Swords is, yes, that analysis paralysis where you think yourself into a mental imprisonment. Well, why did they say this? Well, why did they say that? Well, didn't I do the right thing here? Didn't I do the right thing there? I had good intentions. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? What's my next move? Could I do this? Is this going to get their attention? Is that going to get their attention? Will they finally reach out to me if I do this or do that, or switch my energy up in this way or that way? Or, oh my goodness, I can't do this anymore. I can't keep overthinking about the situation and their feelings and their intentions towards me and what they're thinking. So I do believe with the Eight of Swords and the challenge, you find it challenging to be in this energy anymore. You find it difficult to just keep overthinking about the situation with this person involved. It's like I've done overthought in every direction. My next move, to the point of I'm just emotionally exhausted. I'm maybe even mentally exhausted. And I do believe, yes, Sagittariuses are fire signs. It does not matter the sign, though. You can be an air sign, you could be a fire sign, a earth sign, especially if you're a water sign, you could be emotional, but we all have emotions, and if these cups are spilt, we do have the tendency as human beings to focus on the negative, maybe even focusing on negative memories, on what actions we took that are regrettable, what actions we didn't take, the words that we didn't say. You know, sure, we could focus on the wrong things we did or the wrong things we said, but what didn't you say that totally could have made the situation turn around? Or what could you have done more to maybe invest in this person and show that you're there for them, that you're at least being supportive of them? You know, it doesn't need to be like, let me be affectionate towards them. No, even if this is someone that just started out as friends and it got nowhere close to romantic, you know, let me at least show support. Did I at least do that? No? Well, let me look at all this wasted energy then, all this wasted thought over what could have been. The Eight of Pentacles in this person's energy, how they're showing up to the Sagittarius reading, does tell me that maybe there's some sort of self-improvement on this person's end. Maybe they're focusing on a hobby, a skill, self-improving. It literally could just be that they're getting that bag, that they're trying to stack their money, that they're hard at work. I mean, there's not much other examples that we could give of the Eight of Pentacles. Sharpening their tools, improving on their skills, self-improvement is possibly what this person is focused on. We do have the Four of Pentacles, and the similarities or common ground between you both. This could tell me that you both are just not wanting to waste any time, not wanting to waste any energy on this connection. For different reasons, I'm sure. It's like, hey, I've only got so much money, I've only got so much energy to give. I need to be on an energetic budget. And energetic budget is my go-to interpretation for this card. If either of you were to be bothered by anyone else outside of this connection, or even by each other, it's like, hey, sorry, I might be crying over spilled milk, but I only have so much energy to give to this connection at this moment. And this person's like, yeah, I'm hard at work. I've got some self-improvement to be applying, to be practicing. I can't be bothered by giving any more energy outside of what I've already got going on. Maybe both of you are looking at each other like, nah, you're being stingy, nah, you're being greedy. But we also have to respect the fact that we all have only so much energy. We all have only so much energy to give at any given point in time. You know, so if we do decide to give out a little bit of that energy, a little bit of that effort or investment in whatever example, then definitely appreciate it while it's there. You know, this is also that Five of Cups card is don't know what you got till it's gone. That's definitely a good example of the Five of Cups. Don't know what you got till it's gone. I feel like no matter what, Sagittarius, you will be good. If this is the possible outcome with the Queen of Wands, you will be good no matter what. You will be confident. You will be attractive. You will be sexy AF. No matter what, you are good. Keep in mind, if this person is losing out on a Sagittarius, especially if they are a Sagittarius in this energy, the Queen of Wands, they are the ones missing out. They're the ones missing out, I promise you. No one gets over a Queen of Wands. I don't know if you've been working out more. I don't know if you've been sharpening your mind, your philosophy, your, keeping maintenance up on your car so you can travel more. Whatever it is you've been doing, keep it up. Because I promise you, this person will not get over a Queen of Wands. With that being said, we have one more card to pull. That is the Oracle card. Because, I'm not sure what it is about this person that you might be missing out on. But there's something that you were overthinking, maybe even in analysis paralysis for the longest time, and now you're just like, you know what? I'm done overthinking it. I'm done, wasting my energy, my emotions on someone who isn't reaching out, on someone who is just hyper-focused on being single, on maybe putting in effort and energy elsewhere, all for you both to just be at a stalemate. I need one card for the Sagittarius reading to end out this reading. What does the Sagittarius need to know to end out this reading? Alright, 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alright, Sagittarius, we need one last card, and it is the card on the top. Here it is. Ooh, look at the artwork on that puppy. Enchantment. Enchantment. When I think of the word enchantment, I think of like putting a spell on someone or casting a spell. Because look at the root word of the word enchantment. It is to chant. Right? I don't know if you're putting a spell on this person just by being yourself, just by being confident. But this Queen of Wands is very similar, maybe not in the picture, but by, let's say metaphorically speaking, the Queen of Wands definitely just has to be confident, be attractive, be themselves, and all that is doing is putting a spell on anyone around them. Like I said, this person is not going to get over you too easily. Enchantment. I need to look at the overall topic for this card, but I'm almost willing to bet that it has something to do with like calling another person in. Enchantment. Oh, I'm closer. Enchantment. Ooh, commitment. Commitment. I do believe if anyone is lucky enough out there to get a Sagittarius to settle down with them, count your blessings, because it is not easy to get a Sagittarius to settle down. I don't want to say that Sagittariuses are known for and or have a bad reputation for loving their freedom and or having maybe commitment issues when it comes to relationships, but those Sagittariuses are kind of like the Roadrunner. Yes, the Roadrunner. They're too fast. Their attention can be on this person at one point in time, but then the next second it's like, whoa, where'd you go, Saggy? Where'd you go, Sagittarius? Right? So yes, to all the cross watchers, or to all the people that my Sagittariuses are interested in, do keep that in mind. That you are one lucky mofo if you have the Sagittarius' attention. With that being said, we need to read from the guidebook. Enchantment, commitment. A fairy walks a path towards us, stopping within a circle of mushrooms. Holding a goblet, she asks if we would like to take a sip of the forest wine. Fairy rings are naturally occurring circles of mushrooms that can be found in the countryside. As the name suggests, they have been long associated with pixies and fairies in many English and Celtic tales. It is said that the rings appear where elves have danced, or that a fairy village lays underground. Many believe that to stand within a fairy ring can bring great enchantment and luck. However, since some advise against this, doing so requires great commitment. If you have drawn this card, then you are being asked to think about how committed you are to something or someone. Are you all in, or are you all out? Commitment comes with responsibility and must not be taken lightly. Are you about to sign a contract, enter into a partnership, or are you considering taking a relationship to a next level, or to a new level? If so, make sure that you are aware of what your commitment will entail. While enchantment may very well be the reward, it may be more difficult to step out of the fairy ring than it was to step in. That's a pretty decent warning. It's a pretty decent warning. But also, it's like, yeah, are you all in or are you all out with this relationship? If this person is committed to themselves, does that necessarily mean we have to be petty and, say, screw this person, I'm just going to be confident, I'm just going to go out there, get some attention from others? Or could it be that, which side are we on here? Are you on the Queen of Wands side looking at them while they're not really focused on you? If so, how can you get their attention without coming across as desperate? Obviously. Because I'm sure that's something of a worry of the Sagittariuses, that they don't want to come across as desperate or weak, right? But do keep in mind, if this person has your attention, there must be something about them. There must be something special about them that's keeping your attention. How committed to this relationship are you, is what this card is suggesting. And I would say, in your confidence with this Queen of Wands, that is the advice with the Queen of Wands, stay confident. Keep doing whatever you're doing that is making you confident. Alrighty, I do think that's what I have for the Sagittarius Collective reading. I hope it helped. I hope it was informative to some degree, maybe even entertaining. with that being said, I am definitely going to shuffle these cards back into the deck. Do keep in mind, Sagittarius Collective, that I will be uploading this video to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to it, the link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. It is a new YouTube channel. It is Free Will Tarot 2.0. So do keep that in mind. These videos will be uploaded every night. Every night. That way, you won't miss out on any future live streams, may I add. I also do personal paid readings every weekend on Sunday nights. About a half hour ago is when I start the live stream every single night. Half hour ago. They are $20 a personal paid reading through Cash App. Do keep that in mind. And if you don't have Cash App, no worries. But do keep in mind also that it's probably going to take you about a week or so, a little less than a week, to receive the Cash App card. But nonetheless, yes, I will be uploading this live stream to my YouTube channel. It is Free Will Tarot 2.0 in case the link to my YouTube channel in my TikTok bio does not get you there. Alrighty, with that being said, Capricorn Collective. We're going to start the Capricorn Collective reading here in about less than 2 minutes. Do I have any Capricorns out there? Or anyone with Capricorn in their chart? If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. Cap here, Capricorn. Nice. Okay. Thank you all for being patient with me while I give the Sagittarius their reading. I do appreciate that. Alrighty. If y'all are returning followers, friends, and family members of mine, thank you all for all the love and support. Alright, Capricorn. What do we have for the Capricorn Collective? What does the Capricorn Collective need to know moving forward? We're starting the Capricorn reading in less than a minute. Capricorn Collective. What do they need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot? Capricorn Collective. What do we have for the Capricorn Collective for the week ahead? We got what, less than 30 seconds now? My guess is less than 15 seconds. What do we have for the Capricorn Collective? What does the collective for Capricorn need to know moving forward? There it is, 5 after. I need 3 more shuffles, and we will begin your reading. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alright, Capricorn. I am about to do the bridge shuffle. For all of you that know what that means. When I do the bridge shuffle, that means, yes, send me scissors so I can cut this deck. I do need to cut this deck, and I cannot do it without y'all's participation. There it is, and there it was, the bridge shuffle. TWAS twas. Alrighty. Do send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. And I'm about to cut this deck with them. Alrighty. Yeah. Alright. We have cut the deck. With that being said, let's just get into it, shall we? Capricorn. Here is, well, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Capricorn, what the heck is going on in this reading? There's a lot of randomness. Do keep in mind, at the end of the reading, we will be pulling one card from the Gothic Oracle deck to get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these specific cards in this specific order. Without further introduction, let's get into a Capricorn. With the Three of Swords in the situation, it could be that y'all are a little heartbroken or disappointed about something. What is going on in the Capricorn's life to where they are feeling at a loss or disappointed or let down? The good news with this card is, yes, it can be healed if given the proper tools and resources to do that healing. Especially if you have people that are supportive of you and love you and or supportive of your healing. Because it's not every day that, we have people around us that are supportive of that healing. Some people definitely want to bring us down like that crab in the bucket. If we have a bunch of crabs in the bucket and one tries to escape, normally, or at least metaphorically speaking, in the metaphor, all the other crabs, bring it back down. It's like, well, no, I'm trying to escape. Nonetheless, do keep in mind, Capricorn, that this can be healed. That this situation, whatever is going on in the situation in the next 6 months to a year, however long it takes you to heal from this is not the end of the world. This is not a betrayal. It is not a backstabbing like the Ten of Swords is. Right? So, yes, no matter how insensitive I may seem like I'm coming across, I'm actually reminding y'all that, hey, this will get better. I'm actually trying to be more optimistic for y'all. I mean, I suppose I could do the Sheldon Cooper thing by saying there, or singing soft kitty, little kitty, however it goes. We do have the Five of Wands and the challenge. Five of Wands in the challenge. This could have been an argument, a disagreement. Do keep in mind, when we shout from this distance at each other, it's not because we can't hear each other, obviously. Soft kitty, warm kitty, that's it. Thank you, Kissy Jello. Do keep in mind, when we yell at each other from like literally a foot away, like yelling at each other in each other's face, it's not because we're at a physical distance, it's because we're at an emotional distance. There is some sort of emotional distance, there is some sort of conflict, or maybe there was, that I do feel like you're overcoming. It's like, I can't believe this person said those things, even though they were in the heat of the moment. I can't believe we had this argument, maybe a temporary breakup. Let's just take a break, go into different rooms. Yes, we let some steam off. We said some things. I'm sure y'all didn't mean, you and this other person, what you said in the heat of the moment. But with the Five of Wands being in the challenge, I do feel like this conflict is over. This argument can be settled by just talking maturely with each other. I do feel like this person of interest somewhere in your environment, they are, if you don't live with them, they are checking out your socials, your social media, checking you out on whatever platform you use. Maybe they're curious as to how you're feeling. Maybe they're curious as to what you're thinking, what your next move is, what your intentions are. This is the detective of the deck, the Page of Swords. So I do feel like they are trying to play detective. They're trying to search for any clues that maybe you still are attached or emotionally involved in this situation with them. I'm not sure if this is because they're wanting to play games or because they're like giving the silent treatment, or if they legit just want a little bit of space so they can calm down. I'm not sure. But I do want to ask y'all, Capricorns, do you know what card in the tarot deck you are associated with or is associated with Capricorn? Does anyone know? Anyone at all? Yes, Janie, thank you very much. The Devil card. Hello. No, I'm in a reading. I'll come inside here a little bit. Oh, okay. I just didn't know if you needed anything when we were in the store. So I'm gonna get a few groceries. No, you're good. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep. Yes, we do have the Devil card. This is associated with Capricorn. It doesn't necessarily mean that the Capricorn collective is the devil, so please do not freak out. I do think there is a lot of bad reputation around this card, a lot of misjudgment around this card. So do your research, please and thank you. But with that being said, this card specifically, how do I want to word that? Outside of Capricorn, no matter if Capricorn is associated with this card or this card is associated with Capricorn, this card specifically has to do with doing things in excess, right? Doing things not in moderation. For example, if we are to overeat, we're probably not going to feel very well. If we are to abuse drugs, we're not going to feel very well. If we're going to overindulge in sexual activity, if we are going to overspend our money, while shopping, I'm sure our wallet isn't going to feel very good, and or our bills will suffer. So yes, doing things in excess. This is the similarities between you both, or a common ground, let's say. Meaning, this argument, this fight, this bickering between you both could have been due to third-party situation, for all I know, due to, wandering eyes in the connection. It could have been an addiction that one of you are attached to. It could have been one or both of you trying to keep control of the relationship over the feelings, that push and pull, that emotional roller coaster that we all get addicted to at some point in time until we learn the lesson, right? I do feel like this argument possibly could have been surrounding any of those topics. So, maybe this Page of Swords doesn't have the best intentions. Maybe they do. I'm not sure what is going on in the situation as far as they go. I'm not sure why you are feeling so heartbroken over this individual, what they could have said to make you feel this way, but there's a lot of toxicity going on. And mind you, when we throw that word around, toxic, it's not, how do I want to word this? I am tripping over my words right now, but the Devil card, when it comes to toxicity, when we speak of the word toxic, that gets thrown around a lot in tarot readings and in the spiritual community, we're talking about, I'm sorry, Capricorn, I don't want to let you go, but I also can't treat you right. Let me repeat that. I can't let you go. I won't let you go. But I also cannot treat you right. Which is possibly, with that Page of Swords, why they're curious as to what you're about to do, how you're about to move, what your next intentions are, what you're thinking, right? It's like, no, Capricorn, you're bad for me. I'm insecure and I could never love you. No one else could love you but me, but I could never love you. No, wait, Capricorn, I didn't mean it. Come back, Capricorn. I love you, but I'm also insecure, so I have to keep pushing you away. But I also love you, so please come back to me. What are your intentions? What are your feelings for me? I have to know, so I can know how to move forward and keep playing this toxic back and forth push and pull game. That Knight of Swords and the possible outcome and or advice could be you going off on this person, rushing in anger, like, look, Page of Swords, I've got a horsey that I'm riding on, and I'm not afraid to charge in on your little dinky sword while you're on your feet on the ground. I'm not afraid to charge in with my horse and battle you out until we are absolutely done with this. I do feel like if this is a possible outcome with the Knight of Swords, you could give this person a mouthful about themselves. And you're about to speak truthfully, and your words are about to hurt, your words are about to hurt them. Do be patient with yourself, be patient with this person. They do not know what they do, Capricorn, because you know how karma works. This person is about to get a taste of their own medicine once they run into the next person of interest. Once they get emotionally attached to someone, they themselves are going to get a taste of their own medicine, and they're not going to like it. It's not going to feel the greatest for them. They might scoff at the words you might have to say, but all they want is your physical intimacy. All they want is your ego boost. All they want is that narcissistic feeding, right? And I'm not saying everyone that a Capricorn is dealing with is narcissistic or egotistical or abusive or manipulator. But for everyone that is relating to this reading, please be careful. Do not become the monster that you are dealing with. Show them a different side. Show them that their behavior is not going to get a reaction out of you, because that's literally all they're looking for, is a reaction. Oh, I wonder if what I said got to them. I wonder if what I did triggered them. Sure, maybe you are triggered to some degree. I wouldn't show it though. Don't give them the satisfaction of knowing that their words hurt you. That's literally what they're looking for. They're wanting a reaction because they know they have some sort of power over you. It's all a power play. Once they realize they have some sort of power over your emotions, over your thoughts, over your life, it gives them an ego boost, and they abuse that power. With that being said, we need to get one card from the Oracle deck to end out this reading. I really hope that this deck doesn't give me something lovey-dovey and like positive or optimistic. Like, come on, after reading like this, you know what I mean? Like, really? Gothic Oracle deck? We're going to have to shuffle and find out, though. What does the Capricorn need to know moving forward to end out this reading? Alrighty, I need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the one we need to see to end out this reading for the Capricorn Collective. The Blessing. Okay. I was hoping it wasn't going to be something like lovey-dovey and affectionate and like, you two are soulmates type of deal. Like, what? What? You know what I'm saying? This, however, I can deal with a positive message like this. The Blessing. Excuse me. I do feel like, yes, no matter what kind of horrible, abusive relationship you may be faced with, whether it's a family member, a coworker, a friend, a romantic partner, no matter the case, there is always a blessing in disguise. You yourself can tell people about the story, the memories, the conflict that you went through with this person. You can share this information so that people know what to look for when they meet someone like this individual themselves. Right? You yourself can prevent other people from going through the same bullshit that you went through. Hey friend, hey coworker, hey family member, this is what I went through. These are the tall tale signs of what to look for. These are the red flags you need not ignore. If they do this at the beginning of the relationship, cut them out. Cut them out. You don't need it. If they start talking way more about their ex than you, and how their ex was so bad to them, and yet they were a perfect little innocent little angel in the whole relationship, that is a huge red flag. I don't know if this person talked about any of their exes in such a way or not, but that is a good example of a red flag. Like, they're either unhealed from that person, therefore will be projecting onto me and or expecting, the same outcome where I call them out on their BS and they're like, hey, I'm not the bad guy here. Look at you being triggered. Look at you overreacting. That's gaslighting, by the way. Hey, Capricorn, you're overreacting. You're being abusive towards me. No. When they can't take accountability for their past issues, what makes you think they're going to take accountability for their current issues? With that being said, I want to read from the guidebook because there is an overall topic that we will receive from the blessing. For all I know, I'm completely off as far as the deeper meaning behind the blessing. What is it? Yes, signs. Ooh, signs? Synchronicities? Yeah, I kind of was wrong, but I mean, someone needed to hear those examples of how this could be a blessing in disguise. For friends or family members or coworkers of yours, yes, they do need to hear your story, but also there possibly could be some sign or synchronicity as to why you're needing to let go of this person, why this person is so jealous or insecure about leaving you behind, letting you go? Do they see something in you that maybe you possibly don't? We're going to read from the guidebook and get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled this card for this reading. The blessing signs. An angel holds her sword in front of her and prays for protection. Her gaze is strong and focused. Like a crusader, this figure seeks a blessing before going into war. Possibly. We all need, at times, some confirmation that we are on the right track. You might call it a blessing. Some of us will receive this from a trusted advisor or mature member of the family acknowledging our path. Others will seek this out in their faith. A blessing can set us on the right track, validating a decision or a dream we may be pursuing. It is not unusual for us to receive signs from the universe letting us know that a choice we are considering or an idea we are having is the right one. Has a song come onto the radio at just the right time? Its words appropriate for something on your mind helping you to make a decision? Has a conversation arisen with friends that perfectly aligned with a topic or idea you were thinking about? It might be that there are no coincidences and these messages were truly meant for you. You might call them signs. If you have drawn this card, it means that your idea is being blessed or your wishes are being answered. This is a fortuitous card, suggesting that whatever is on your mind or is the subject of your question is favored and divinely blessed. I do believe that some of y'all are waiting for a sign from the universe, possibly, to show you the way away from this person. Maybe you've been looking for red flags or a sign to leave them, like, hey, this doesn't feel healthy. Maybe you're researching about narcissism, about how they use manipulation tactics through communication, through guilt tripping, through falsely using that victim card. What's that tactic? I think that's like false victimhood, something to that nature. Which that's totally a thing. No matter the case, there is a blessing in disguise. Maybe y'all will end up being counselors. You know, maybe something about the situation. This is a zodiac sign, yes, Space Booger. Which, by the way, I do want to remind you how creative your account name is. But yes, this is the Capricorn reading. Yes. So yes, Capricorn. I lost my train of thought. I do feel like it could be a blessing in disguise, even if you can share your story with others. That, hey, I survived this abusive situation, and I'm here to tell my story, my memories, how it felt being in that situation, so that you yourself can prevent that from happening in your life. You know, so that others can learn from the Capricorn's mistakes, right? And hopefully the Capricorn can learn a lesson and apply that to their everyday life as well. I do have faith in y'all. There will be some sort of blessing come out of this. Alrighty, y'all. This is what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it was informative to some degree, maybe even entertaining. Because, I mean, for all I know, maybe none of this resonated. Maybe y'all are so happy with your life, your family, your friends, your partner. Does not matter. As long as I've taught someone something, as long as this has given someone an outside perspective to some degree, then I've done my job. And I mean, it doesn't hurt to keep practicing my own craft, sharpening the tools of my own skill. I missed out of most of it, but it still resonated. Okay. Hey, I'll take it. I don't mind a little validation from my readings as far as if they're accurate or if it's relatable or not, but I mean, I give the messages, I express the info and the examples of the interpretations as best as I can, and I leave it up to y'all to, to do the rest, basically. I'm not the worst reader, but I'm not the best, and I don't mind admitting to that. I'm not the best, but I'm also not the worst. I should have led with that. Freaking TikTok puzzles. With that being said, y'all, I am going to hop off here. Do keep in mind, I will be uploading this live stream to my YouTube channel. The link to that YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. It is Free Will Tarot 2.0. Free Will Tarot 2.0. If you cannot find it in my TikTok bio, search it up in the search bar on YouTube. This way, you won't miss out on any live stream readings because I'm sure life will happen and you'll miss out on at least one. So, yes, if you haven't done so, hit that follow button. Thank you all so much. I'm going to end the reading and or the live stream here. I hope to see y'all either in the next Capricorn Collective reading next Friday night, about a half hour ago. So do set your alarm for that, or maybe in a personal paid reading this Sunday, which is $20 per reading, through Cash App, by the way. Or maybe I'll see you in another sign. No matter the case, thank you all for all the love and support one more time, and have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Much love, y'all.